When we come across India-Pakistan match, we always say that's proper rivalry, and I think that's a commercial element, maybe as per me.
Yeah.
But I've seen matches between Afghanistan and Pakistan. Like here, you support, you clap, and then there will be huge noise from one side of the crowd. But there, they'll be fighting. They'll be fighting, literally throwing chairs on each other, throwing bottles on each other. At one game, I think we got to wait almost 2 hours for the crowd to disperse for us to go back to hotel. And for them, beating Pakistan is such a huge thing. The existing government, they don't allow music, I believe.
Okay.
But this particular game, it brought music in their country for that particular day.
आज के हमारे स्पेशल गेस्ट हैं प्रशांत सर, जो कि आईपीएल में केकेआर के लिए और इंटरनेशनल में अफगानिस्तान क्रिकेट टीम के हेड फिजियो रह चुके हैं। आखिर एक हेड फिजियो एक टीम को चैंपियन बनाने में कैसे हेल्प करता है, ये सब जानने मिलेगा आपको आज के एपिसोड में। और इन्हीं के साथ केकेआर और अफगानिस्तान क्रिकेट टीम की कुछ इनसाइडर स्टोरीज जानना चाहते हो तो ये पॉडकास्ट को एंड तक जरूर देखना। प्रशांत सर, वेलकम टू आरवीसीजे स्पोर्ट्स।
Thank you, Puneet. Yeah.
Firstly, I'll tell you, I am the supporter of KKR
Wonderful.
since 2008. So, do we have any injury?
So we are in a, like, I would not say injuries will not be there. There will be injuries, of course. Otherwise, how will I survive? So
Yeah.
we do have injuries, and then injuries which will not impact the team. Like there will be some niggles, I can call that. But yeah, here and there will be injuries.
Can you explain the niggle? Because every time we watch the match on TV, there's one or other commentator, they are like, इस player को लगता है niggle हुआ है. What does that niggle means?
So this sport, cricket especially, it's more repetitive in nature. So you need to do same things, like for them to take one catch, they will be practicing 100 catches or more than that. So they're so repetitive in nature. So imagine if you're doing the same thing, using your same muscles for a lot of times, and there will be certain tightness or certain spasms. So let's put these tightness and spasms or niggles, what you feel, which will hinder them to give their 100%. So sometimes it becomes little obvious on screen. That's where we call that as niggle. If they have to stop completely from doing that activity, let's say that is an injury. So as a senior players and playing this level of intensity game, certainly there will be niggles, and of course that is something which is inevitable. Everyone has to go through that. There will be some kind of niggles. Injuries, yes, this tournament, as a tournament progresses, there will be injuries, there may not be injuries. But that's what the pre-season camps tells us, where exactly this player stays.
Okay. Now let's talk about the team जो वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट में सबको इम्प्रेस कर रही है, एंड यू वर द इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ दैट टीम, which is Afghanistan.
First of all, I feel honored to be with that, being part of that team, and then unfortunately I had to take a call and then quit that job. But I really feel honored to be with them, and I'm happy that the way they are actually flourishing. I've seen them when in 2020, in 2019, when they're hardly nowhere. To be very honest, like they were only winning against Ireland and then small little teams like associate nations. Even Ireland is doing good now. So they are winning against associate nations, and they are like in front of India, like big teams. Match gets over in 1 day or 1.5 days. It's like that. But now they set an example that we are not fillers here. We are competitors, and then probably they will become champions someday.
They will.
Yeah, of course.
Even India is supporting them.
Yeah, India always supported them. BCCI always supported them because they gave them ground in Noida. So we used to have a lot of bilateral series in Noida.
Why do you think BCCI supports Afghanistan Cricket Board so much?
It's not Afghanistan. It's like a lot of associate nations India supports. I've seen a couple of European teams coming to Bangalore, like NCA, practicing there. So youngsters, like under 19 boys. I think BCCI has that a happy eye on everyone to support their cricket.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it fair to say that in Asia right now, after India, Afghanistan is the best team?
100%, absolutely. I would say, maybe because I work there, I would always say Afghanistan is a best team when I was working. But of course, being an Indian, I will say India is the best team. And then go back to T20 World Cup, like unfortunately we lost to South Africa in a semi-final game.
Yeah.
But other teams did not qualify, like other Asian teams. The only Asian team was India and Afghanistan. And go back to 23 World Cup. It was like such a huge tournament there. A lot of teams walked out, and then this team did really well in ODI World Cup.
Yeah.
So I think without any doubt or hesitation, we can always say in Asia right now, India and Afghanistan are really doing good.
You were the part of 2023 World Cup with Afghanistan.
Yeah, I was with them.
What was the environment in the room when you guys beat the Pakistani team? I heard some of the stories. I want to hear from you only.
So that for them, like for me, like we always see that when we come across India-Pakistan match, we always say that's proper rivalry and all. I think that's a commercial element, maybe as per me.
Yeah.
But I have seen matches between Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Okay.
So you have 50-50 crowd. Like when you play India-Pakistan plays, we see majority of the population or crowd are Indian supporters.
Yeah.
There are Pakistan supporters, of course, but here I have seen 50-50 crowd. Like you see like a proper team is divided crowd-wise, divided into two equal halves, and there's always a fight there. Like crowd will be fighting. I think in one of the Asia Cup there is always a fight, like crowd charging on each other, and then in Dubai police has to pitch in and then they have to control the crowd. It's a high. It's not. How I don't know how do I put this, but for me it was like wow, this game is like next level game.
High intense in crowd only.
Yeah, game is always intense. Then in the crowd itself, it's always intense. Like here, you support, you clap, and then there will be huge noise from one side of the crowd. But there, they'll be fighting. They'll be fighting, literally throwing chairs on each other, throwing bottles on each other. It's like proper. It's like, oh wow, what is this? What's happening? At one game, I think we got to wait almost 2 hours for the crowd to disperse for us to go back to hotel. So that level of craze.
What was happening over there for 2 hours?
People are fighting outside.
They are fighting like
in the stadium, and then they are blocking the roads, and they are literally fighting on the road. So
it was not like they were waiting for the players.
No, they are fighting among themselves, so that police has to come and then disperse the crowd so that we can go out.
Where was it?
This was in, I think, Dubai.
In Dubai?
Dubai. It was in Dubai, and for them, beating Pakistan is such a huge thing, because this team actually started coming. They started playing from the Pakistan refugee camps.
Yeah.
So this team started cricket from there. So it was always, they were always treated them as minions, and then you guys cannot play ever. You can never play an ICC tournament. I don't think so. Either in your dreams, that's what players, few boys used to say. In your dreams, you would ever beat us. So these were the statements when they used to hear while growing as a cricketer.
Okay.
So that particular day, that when Pakistan Afghanistan match happened, so it brought a lot of things to the team. And when I say team, for the players and their family members, and then when they go back home, so I think the existing government, they don't allow music, I believe.
Okay.
But this particular game, it brought music in the country for that particular day. So people could actually play loud music and celebrate. That like for us, so when you celebrate, that means you're bringing smiles on their face. And when I say smiles, it's like not only male crowd, female crowd also started enjoying that particular day. So that's a huge thing. I was asking next, why this game is so big. He said, this game has brought music to our country. We can donate money, we can donate food, we can do anything. But you can never bring smiles with anything. But this sport is very huge for us.
And they did.
This sport, this win actually brought smiles in our country. That's a huge statement. And that's why they're very emotional with this sport. And for them, this is the only source of entertainment. Like cricket is only source, I would say. That's the only source of entertainment for them. So,
what were the celebrations like?
It was like any other celebration. Dance in the bus, shout loudly. In the hotel, when we went back to hotel, then hotel staff was celebrating along with us. And in the room, people were dancing. They have a typical Afghani dance. They run around a circle and they dance. I forgot the name.
Yeah.
So they were doing that dance in the hotel. celebrating that kind. I forgot the name of the dance. So they're very. It's very famous in Afghan culture to dance in that way, like in a circle. They go around the circle and then they dance. They were dancing in the hotel lobby. So usually we don't celebrate that much. You just win.
They just needed the empty space to dance. So they was dancing.
I don't think so. That day we even needed a space to dance. They did in the bus itself. So there is no constraint for the space. It's just an emotion, like till morning they were dancing. It was fun to watch. And
which player is most passionate in that dugout?
If you say most passionate, I would always say Rashid. He's the number one guy.
Rashid Khan.
Rashid Khan is like a star.
Khan Sahab.
Star. He's a star and then a champion.
What is your reason behind it?
See, when I call him a champion, there's a reason. Leave me what I call him. But since he is known as a champion, there's a reason behind that someone becoming a champion. So for him, let us say you and me are sitting and then he's also here. We're in a serious discussion. So some player will say, okay, let us finish this discussion. He would say, no, this is my gym time. And just he will walk off and then go and do his gym. And he may come back and join you. But for him, the seriousness is sport. Not that particular conversation for him. It's like, okay, this is my practice time. I'm going now. You guys discuss. But for him, cricket comes first. Rest all comes second, or third, whatever. So he can walk out from any place if it is his gym sessions or if it is his training sessions. He will never ever miss those things. And even for him, I sometimes amuse me, what a cricketer, what a guy this guy is. There are a lot of times when you're with the team, you get hit. And we always ask them, Rashid, why don't you walk back? Come back, do icing, and then go back afterwards. So no, I don't want to come out. I haven't seen him walking out of the field because he got some hit. He says, I won't come back. If I start thinking in these lines, I will be putting myself in a comfort zone. I don't want that. He's always on the field. If he's coming out, that means something big thing happened. It happened we played in one of the World Cup T20,
What happened over there?
So his back was really bad, T20 World Cup, and then that's where he has to walk out. But that too, I would say 1 over, not 6 balls, not even more than that. He said he can always stay back. He finishes bowling, he can. But no, he is a guy who will never ever walk out of the field. He will always want to give his 100%. I would say more than 100%. He's that kind of an athlete. That's why he's a champion. There's a reason for him to be that level.
Defines him.
Yeah, of course.
Who is the fun guy in that dugout from Afghanistan team?
The fun guy, Fazalak is a fun guy. Fazalak Fariki, the lefty fast bowler.
I thought he's very shy.
But maybe he opens up well with all of us. So Gurbaz is a funny guy.
And what about Naveen Ulak? He's your best buddy, if I'm not wrong, from that team.
Yeah, he was. I've seen him from junior levels to grow up and come to play national level. So I think Naveen is more smart guy. He's knowledgeable guy. For him, he knows everything about cricket, everything about injuries, everything about things going around. Some guys are very knowledgeable. So he's one of those guys who is very knowledgeable about his sport.
I like him as a bowler, to be honest.
Yeah, he's a very good bowler.
What do you think is the future of Afghanistan cricket team?
So we're already seeing their process.
Yeah.
The process is if you talk in a graphic way, is they're skyrocketing right now. I think in some years, in no less than 3-4 years, they should win one of the champions. They were winning one of the ICC trophies. We never know. Upcoming Asia Cup is there. We just spoke, they are one of the best team in the Asia right now. After India, one good day, if you have one good day, you never know, they can win a trophy for the country. They're doing good. The graph is really impressive.
I hope they can win.
I hope so. I'll be really happy if they're winning.
Let's move forward to your journey.
Okay. So for me, I was raised by a single mother, so I wanted myself to settle faster. So I don't want to be a burden on my mother. I just wanted. Then I tried. I got a BDS, and then I did not pursue that. Then I asked my lecturers. I said, "What's the best way to settle faster, so that I'll be not a burden for my mother?" I said, "There's some course called physiotherapy. Just take it." Then two of my friends have taken that course. Then I asked them, oh, how is it? They also said it's like when you're taking after +2, it's like we are like 18, 19 years old kids. And, it's good, you can take it. So I went to Bangalore and then I joined there. I used to play cricket, so I used to play really good cricket. And then when after joining college, then I started playing cricket. That's where our professor said, you got to choose between your sport and your college. So you need to understand that if you're spending a lot of time in sport, the actual reason for you to join this course is to settle down faster.
Yeah.
But now you joined here and you started enjoying sport. So take a wise call again. Then I said, okay, yeah, that's actually true. So what am I doing now? So then I thought, okay, let's keep these bats and boots away.
Were you playing too much of cricket?
Yeah, every day. Like, I used to miss classes, don't go to college and play locally there. Then started trying to get into universities and then all those things. Then I thought, no, let us stop here. Get back to studies. So we're done there. So I stopped. Then from there, then we know if you're a physio, you can always be associated with sports. So after joining college, then I thought I was very much determined to be a sports physio.
Your first memory of cricket?
You remember when you go to school, somewhere you stop with your school bag and see on the screens, look, India playing somewhere. Those, people don't allow at home to watch. You stand on the road and still watch the cricket. So I'm of that era where I started watching on the roads and the TV shop. People always go and watch there. So I started from there.
Okay.
Few hours you watch. And, oh God, I have to go home now. I think that's done. So next day come back and ask in the school what happened to that match? Did anyone win? Who won that day? So what happened? And then we used to come back and try to imitate the players,
And then when you chose to be sports physio, then what happened?
So then my first, I saw Indian team practicing in Bangalore. NCA, not NCA. So I don't think so NCA was there that time. Okay. So they were
what was this year, if I may ask?
I think 2002 or 3 that time.
Okay.
So NCA was in 2010 or 12 they started there.
Yeah.
So when Indian team were practicing there, and then we used to go there and then watch from the road, we heard that Sachin is batting there. So we was like, oh wow, Sachin. Then we went there. We were watching from the stands, from where if we can get a glance of him. So I'm a huge fan of Sachin Tendulkar, like all of us are.
Of course.
So he's a god of cricket. So definitely I'm a huge fan. So we used to watch him. I heard that he is coming that day, and then he's practicing that day. So we came. Then that day I saw, I don't remember the physio's name, but there was a physio. He was showing, I still remember, he was showing him, I think that time Sachin had some tennis elbow issue or something.
Okay.
He was trying to, that's what my imagination those days. So he was trying to show how to throw the ball or something like that. He was like, oh, this is a good job, I think we should get, this is this is always associated with the players. You're very much close to the players. This is something nice, if something like this should happen to me. So I was dreaming about be in the sports always.
So you started with any other sport or only cricket?
No, cricket was not my first sport as a profession. Though I wanted it, but it never happened. So in 2008, my cricket, when IPL thing happened.
You're part of Deccan Chargers.
Deccan Chargers, yeah. So my cricket journey started with Deccan Chargers.
Legendary team.
Yeah, we were proper gun team on paper.
Gilchrist, Gibbs. Then Simon
was there.
You say
Scott Styres. Afridi
was there in the first season.
Yeah.
How was that team?
Oh, for a person.
And I know that you like the theme song of that team.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that theme.
Go Chargers! Yeah. Go Chargers! Even Rohit Sharma is, he told in one of the podcasts that he loved that song. Is it the best song ever made in IPL history?
As per me, yes. That was yes. But I like two teams. Of course, Deccan Chargers definitely. And then second is KKR. By far, I love KKR. There's no doubt. Being SRK, being the major reason. And then Saurav. I used to really like Saurav Ganguly.
Oh, okay. Then how was your experience with Deccan Chargers?
So it was very much new. There are a lot of things for anyone to experience that day was. When they usually in cricket you get per diems, okay, so they give you meal money.
Okay.
So per day they'll give you certain money for your meal. So I thought after a week, so the guy from the accounts team, they came and they said, sir, this is your money. So I thought, okay, why is he giving me money? I said, no, sir, can you deposit this money in bank account? I don't want this money in cash. I said, sir, ये आपका meal money है. Meal money, इतना बड़ा meal money क्या होता है? So इतना, whatever that number was, I said, oh, नहीं sir, आपका जो package है वो अलग होता है, आपका meal money अलग होता है. I said, okay, this is interesting now. so I was still, I thought this guy may not be knowing this. Then I asked our team manager, I said, what is it? No, you because since you're in a hotel, so we give you money to spend for on your food. Okay. We don't give you all 3 meals. Thrice
a day.
Yeah, you don't give all meals. 3 meals will not be given.
Okay.
So you only given breakfast, and then other 2 meals like you have to pay from your pocket. So since you don't need to pay for the pocket, we'll pay you in cash. Like this is way in 2008 I was talking.
Okay.
So this is your meal money. I was an impression that why this man is giving me my professional fee like this. I said, don't give me here, because I was in a hotel. I was thinking, where do I even keep this? I would rather ask them to deposit in my bank. I said, okay, this is your meal money. They said, oh, okay, that's nice. So with that meal money, I could actually buy a car. It was like that.
Oh,
a small car.
Was it?
Yeah, so that was okay. This is nice.
So you were part of 2 IPL winning teams.
Yeah, 2009 and
2020.
24, and yeah, unfortunately we could not win in 21. Yeah, CSK won that game. CSK.
Okay, so 5 or 6 years with KKR.
Yeah, this is my 6th year.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you some questions about KKR team.
Okay.
For example, who is very mischievous? So you have to tell me who is in the KKR squad.
Okay.
Who is that kind of character?
Okay.
Okay. So सबसे पहले यही. Who is very mischievous?
So I'll not say mischievous, but few guys got extra energy. Like when you see them, they carry some kind of energy. So let's say that like Rinku is like very energetic guy. Like when you see him, you only see the energy around him. So it's not mischievous. Like people are not, they're serious sports.
Prankster?
Maybe Venki.
Venki Iyer?
Venki Iyer is a little prankster.
He is the prankster of the team. Okay. And सबसे fit?
Oh, that's a tough competition here, because lot of them are fit in their own way. Like when I say, few guys are really strong in the gym. Few guys are really, there are a lot of guys here. There are a lot of youngsters, they're really strong in the gym. The few guys are really good on the ground, like when I say ground training.
Yeah.
So we cannot say these
guys.
But
if you have to choose one, see, you have to choose one. The most fittest player of KKR. You can say...
One is very tough, to be very honest. One is very, very tough.
You can take 2-3 names.
Rinku is fit, Raman is fit. I've been talking about how agile they are. Ankrish is also very strong.
Singh, what a great fielder.
All these guys. Others are also fit. There's like, since you asked me to bring some names, and these are the names which strike me that. Yeah.
Who is the gym freak?
Ankrish is one of the guys who is always...
He's always in the gym?
He's always. Manish is also always in the gym. He loves to do his training.
Okay.
Rinku always never misses his training. Raman never misses his routines. So all these guys are... I think am I forgetting anyone? A lot of guys, they go to gym.
The DJ guy?
I mean, Bravo.
No, the DJ.
DJ guy. DJ is Raman. He's our DJ in the team.
He is the DJ.
He plays the music. He plays the music for all of us.
So now I have this segment where I'll show you some pictures.
Okay.
You have to share some memories or story behind that photo.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So our first photo is...
Oh, Sachin sir. This was the game that Australia Afghanistan
Glenn Maxwell show.
Yeah, so he came to attend our practice. So he was talking to Afghan boys. So that day I asked Ajay bhai, can you actually help me getting a picture with him?
How is Ajay bhai? Ajay Jadeja?
Ajay bhai is fun. Ajay bhai is proper fun. He is like, he's high on energy always.
We have seen him in commentaries.
Proper fun. He's proper fun, and then very knowledgeable. Like, fun is one side of him, and then he's, few guys are street smart cricketer, they call, right? In cricketing language. He's one of those guys. Okay. He can read and analyze the game so fast, quick.
The next photo is?
Rashid.
Khan Saab.
He's a star. We played a test match. He played PSL and came back. He got an injury on his bowling finger.
Okay.
So we asked him not to play. I in fact asked him not to play that first test with a broken finger. I thought, this is going to be my memory. He bowled a lot of overs that day.
Okay.
That was, I said, I need a picture with you.
The next picture is?
Oh, this is a fanboy moment
Thala.
for me. Whenever I go to CSK match, I'm a huge fan of MSD. Very huge. I really.
I'm envy of you.
I'm very happy that day. I was sending my friends also. This is the best moment in my life. When he walks in, there's an aura. The stadium is loud, very loud. MSD is so special. If you're watching imagine he is playing for CSK, and you are a fan of CSK.
Yeah.
Can you actually pray for someone to get out?
No.
But in his case, they will actually pray for someone else to get out so that he will come and bat. That's what he is. It's so special guy.
He is. How was it winning championship for KKR, your second favorite team?
Oh, it's special. Because when you win, we are only looking at one game, right? That's a final game. But we know the process. When you start your journey, you start from let's say in 2025 IPL we're going now. Our journey started with a pre-season camp.
Okay.
So we were aiming to play on May 25th. So that is what our process is going to be.
Okay.
So we start from day one, which is a pre-season camp, and then we assemble in Kolkata. We start playing games, game to game. We travel a lot. We have 60 to 80 days of intense works and intense travel.
Okay.
And that final day when you win, it's always special thing for all of us. And then lifting that IPL trophies is a huge thing. It's very huge.
Coming to IPL season, IPL is very hectic season. They are playing continuously matches, right? So you have to keep them ready with their peak fitness, and you have to keep them ready for the next match also. Yeah. So how do you manage
IPL is a sport, we get diverse players. When I say diverse, you have 18 years old boy to 38 years old boy. I need to understand what will be this guy's 100%. What will be his high performance. And this is not only for one game. So for him to be available is the first thing. And simultaneously, players' well-being comes first, and then parallelly you need to win as well. So we try to get a baseline of the player as a bowler, where exactly he stands and what are his blocks right now, which is limiting him. How much can I push him? How much can I stop him? So where do I need to really address? Where is that I need to give special attention there? So all these things we'll sit, communicate with the coaches, communicate with SNCs, communicate with the captain, telling that maybe these are your weak links, these are your strengths, and if you have a weak link and then the strength has to work more, because there's a lot of travel happens also. That is also because we are placed in the eastern part of India. For say Kolkata to Mumbai, it is 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours. We can actually go to Dubai from Mumbai in the same time. So it's like that. So we are in the east. So the travel is a huge thing, and I'm only talking about the air travel to reach the airport, and then from there airport
bus traveling and all.
Bus traveling. That also you have to include those timings also. The sleep window is not covered that time, so we have to take care of all these parameters and see next day whether he is ready to practice, how ready he is, and if someone is already carrying some kind of injuries, then we need to see can we push him, drop him here. When I say drop him, it's dropping from the training sessions. So we need to give that information to the coaching staff so that they can have a plan. So when you go to the practice, they are very clear in the previous day that who is practicing, who is not practicing, who is bowling how many overs. All these things are very much structured before they go into the nets.
How do you manage? Is it okay to say injury-prone players? For example, some fast bowlers or maybe all-rounders and the players who is already injured and you guys are going for important match.
So what we do in our initial assessment, so we divide the players into 3 groups. As a physio, I divide these are the red zone players. They need more attention. They are yellow zone players. We need little lesser attention to them.
Okay.
So they are green zone players. We need attention, but not so much. Okay. My core goal would be the red zone players has to come to at least in yellow zone.
Do you have any memorable case like where you attended a player where he is injured and he wanted to play?
Yeah.
Or any unique injury?
I think in one of the Pune game, one of our player, he got injured and we know that it's a bad injury. Then he said, no, it's okay. I'll continue playing. I'll continue playing. Let it become worse. But I want to be there.
Okay.
One of the KKR player did that.
Oh.
So, and even a lot of international cricket is always like that. You have seen a lot of matches on TV also, right? Virat, when he got a web tear, he continued to play.
Anil Kumble.
Yeah, he played with a broken jaw.
What is that conversation between the physio and the athlete?
See, for us to take a call, we can always say that, you're injured, you need to come back now. Now, if a player is highly willed to play, so all we need to look at is how do we support that, that situation.
Okay.
We always tell them, this is what it is. You need to be careful with these markers. You need to be really okay with these markers. We will try to help them. These are the things where you should avoid. Like for suppose someone has a spine injury on the field. We understood that there's spine injury. I'm giving an example, and we cannot ask him don't play a pull shot now. You try to avoid that ball at least. If there is a pull shot for you coming, you think that's a pull shot, then just don't go it. So that's where we try to tell them. For example, I'm giving not that spine injuries are like that. But someone's have an ankle injury, we'll go tell the non-striker also, boss, this guy got an ankle injury right now. But don't go for a quick singles right now. Be part of it. Help your team member.
Okay.
So some players they play for the team's goal first.
And what are the concussion questions?
We ask very funny questions like sometimes we even ask what's your name, because the concussion it will take away your memory there. So we'll ask who's the bowler. So there's a science behind that.
Do you have any fun interaction asking these concussion questions with any player?
No, actually concussion is a serious thing.
Yeah, it's a serious thing, but it looks very funny when commentators tell. No.
Sometimes player, if it is very mildly scraped and went, they also will give us a funny answers. I asked what's your name. He told I told my name is Virat Kohli. That's fun. That means he's very well aware, and then if someone can crack a joke in that level, he's not concussed.
Okay.
So I'm happy if someone gives me that kind of funny answers. That means he's out of danger.
So I have got these questions from our audience.
Okay.
They want to ask you. So it's from your journey, whether it's from Afghanistan, Hyderabad, KKR. You have to name any player.
Yeah.
क्या कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि कोई प्लेयर फेक इंजरी दिखाते रेस्ट लेना चाहता हो? So they fake the injury because they wanted to take the rest.
It happens in domestic cricket, but not in international level.
I remember one match from this question. You are the only person right now in this world who can solve this problem. What happened that day? It was it was Afghanistan versus Bangladesh.
Okay, I got that.
It was raining. Afghanistan wanted to win that match to qualify for semi-final. Suddenly,
Gulbuddin got some ham issues. There's definitely got some ham issues.
But like that, on that ball?
No, certainly. It was not that intense. Yeah. Even I was watching him, he suddenly collapsed.
Yeah.
I said, what happened? And I thought something else happened. Then I went inside, he said, my hamstring. I said, hamstring? I said, yeah, we taped it. He said, no, I want you to tape again. Then while going assessing me, he's telling me in Pashto. Because I understand a little bit of Pashto. He was telling that, I'm just trying to save some time here.
Recently he revealed it also during the
Mm-hmm.
Champions Trophy. So the second is, कोई ऐसा player जो gym और fitness का hardcore freak है?
There are lots. All these youngsters right now, they are hardcore.
Any player who avoid gym?
There are a lot of, even Fazalak never goes to gym. Nowadays he's trying. There are lots, There are lots, they don't like gym.
From KKR? Something.
We have one spinner, he does not like gym. Yeah.
Yeah. So next one is, कौन सा player treatment के time सबसे ज़्यादा drama करता है?
So they don't do drama. So they just fun. They come to physio room. They're like, it's like we have a room. My shows will be there. Another table, one more player will be there. Natak also there's a fun. Like Venki comes and I asked him like, he had some sore back. I asked him, how did you even wake up? That's a standard question as a physios we ask. I was watching him. He went on the couch. He slept. He was lying down. He got up. And this is how he got up. He's like that. It's fun to be around.
Lastly, ever you felt like that you are in a dream job?
See, this job has certain challenges. Like, I'll tell you the way in a cricket, since I'm a part of cricket, captain changes a fielder and he gets a catch, he gets a wicket. Momentarily, you got a result. And that's a joy. But for us, you fix an injury, we know someone breaks down, we train them, fix them, we know the process, and when that guy comes and then plays well, you're with his success, your dream is, I'm seeing my dreams in his success. That's such a joyful moment for me when he scores. Oh yes, I've seen this boy struggling from walking, struggling from getting up from the bed and going there all out, and then getting scores and getting your team win. Him being the cause for the team win. It's such a joyful moment for all of us.
Thank you so much
for pleasure,
coming.
My pleasure.
I hope you had a great time with us.
A wonderful time I had. Yeah.
How was your experience?
You troubled me a little.
Don't worry about those things.
But it was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah.
As this is your first podcast.
This is my first podcast.
Yeah.
I'm excited also. When you messaged me, I was really excited. I was thrilled to do this.
So thank you so much. Before leaving, this Rawbare hamper is for you. So they have these cool sunglasses.
Okay, nice.
I hope you can like. I hope you like it, and
sure I will like
enjoy this hamper.
Thank you so much.
अगर आपको आज का पॉडकास्ट अच्छा लगा हो तो हमेशा की तरह पॉडकास्ट को लाइक करना, अपना फेवरेट सेगमेंट कमेंट करके बताना और अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करना भूलना मत, ताकि हम और भी ऐसे गेस्ट आपके लिए लाते रहें। मिलता हूं फिर अगले पॉडकास्ट में, तब तक के लिए जय हिंद।